Chapter. Good morning, Washington Middle School. Welcome to our work at home COVID-19. It is Thursday. We are ready to jump in right now. Thank you for choosing Washington Middle School shirt today instead of the pirate one yesterday. I can't believe you guys chose that. So let's get to work. Alright, our learning target today, we are going to be using inverse operations to isolate the variable in multiplication and division problems. What does inverse operation mean? Inverse means the opposite. What does isolate mean? We remember that. Like we said yesterday, we used to not use that word so much, but right now we are in social isolation. I am in my house. You are in your house. We are not together because we are isolated. Isolate means alone, by ourselves. And what does a variable mean? It's just a letter. A letter that represents a number. Alright, inverse operations. So again, we're talking about multiplication and division. If I take the number 8 and I multiply 8 times 3, and then I divide 8 times 3 divided by 3, I get what? I get 8. Because multiplying by 3 and dividing by 3 cancels each other out. So we cancel each other out. Let's just prove that really quick. If I add 8 times 3 is 24. 24 divided by 3 equals 8. So we can see that 8 times 3 divided by 3 equals 8. Alright, let's show our inverse operation of division. If I had the number 9, let's go with the next number. 9, we're going to be 9 divided by 4. If I took 9 divided by 4 and I multiplied that by 4, I would get what? I would get 9. Because a divisor of 4 and a multiple of 4 is 9. Now a better way to write that, we're going to be doing the rest of the time here, we would be saying 9 divided by 4. We're going to write that as a fraction because 9 divided by 4 is the same as 9 divided by 4. And we're going to say times 4. 9 divided by 4 times 4 equals 9. Because when we divide by 4 and then we multiply by 4, we get 9. Because a divisor of 4 and a multiple of 4 cancel each other out. Alright, so what does that mean for algebraic problems that we're going to be doing today? Go ahead and write this out. 6x equals 18. So I mean 6 times x equals 18. Well, how can I think about this? How can I visualize this out so we can understand what we're doing here today? Well, what do we have here? We have, go ahead and draw with me, how many x's? Well, this means 6 times x. So I have x plus x plus x. Actually, I'm going to go backwards now so I have more room. Plus x plus x plus x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 x's. And 6x's equals 18. Well, we'll just write some little circles for 18 pieces. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is equal to these 6x's. Well, if I were to take these 6x's and I'm going to break them up into 6 groups. I'm going to divide 6x's into 6 groups of x. So I have one x on one, divided by another x, divided by another x, divided by another x, divided by another x. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of our x's. And we're going to divide our 18 pieces into 6 groups as well. So we have 1 group, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 different groups of our pieces on the right side of the equation. Well, it's pretty easy to see now. Each of these x's is equal to what? Yeah, each of these x's is equal to 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So we have x equals 3, this x equals 3, this x equals 3, and 6 times, so we have 6 times 3 equals 18. And we can see that is true. All we have to do is say 6x equals 18. Well, 6x divided by 6, the multiple of 6 and the divisor of 6 cancels each other out. So whenever I do to the left side of the equation, I have to do the same thing to the right side of the equation. I'm going to divide 18 by 6. So I get 6, a multiple of 6 and a divisor of 6 equals 1. So I get 1x, which is x, equal to 18 divided by 6 goes 6, 12, 18. I have 3. X equals 3. Let's do that again with another one. We'll do another. We'll do 4. Let's choose a. So we've got a coefficient of 4, a variable of m. 4m equals. We'll do 32. 4m equals 32. 4 times something, m, equals 32. Now we're not going to draw it all out this time. Go ahead and do this on your own. M equals 8. If you got m equals 8, you can just fast forward to the next section. If you did not work with me here, then what are we going to do? We're multiplying 4 times m equals 32. So we are going to do the inverse operation, the opposite operation. The opposite of multiplication is divisions. We're going to divide 4m divided by 4 and 32 divided by 4. Well, a multiple of 4 divided by 4 is 4 over 4m, which equals 1m, which equals m. So on the left side, we get m. And 32 divided by 4, 4, 8, 12, 16. Man, I need to use my other fingers. 20, 24, 28, 32. That is 8 fingers, and I get m equals 8. 32 divided by 4 is 8. Now you got 4c equals 3. The inverse operation to multiplication, 4 times c. The inverse of multiplication is division, so I'm going to divide 4c divided by 4. And I'm going to divide 3 by 4. Well, a multiple and a divisor cancels each other out. So 4 divided by 4 is 1, which equals, so we just have c on one side of the equation, equals, and 3 divided by 4, well, I'm just going to leave that as a fraction. So I'm just going to write that as 3/4. Now you could do the work. You could do 3 divided by 4, and you get 0 and 0. So I bring down my 3 and my 0. 4 goes into 30 7 times. 7 times 4 is 20. 28. I get 2. Bring down my 0. And I get 5. 0.75 is the same as 3/4, but we don't need to go there. I'm going to leave it as 3/4, which is perfectly fine. Alright, so we've done this with multiplication problems. Let's move on to division. So, let's do some division problems. Inverse operations with division problems. So, let's say we had a problem of x divided by 3 equals 7. X divided by 3 equals 7. Well, we are dividing, we could also see this as x divided by 3 equals 7. Same problem, right? What is the opposite? What is the inverse operation of division? It is multiplication. So let's do this together. We're going to multiply x divided by 3 by 3. We're going to multiply 7 by 3. And we get a multiple of 3 and a divisor of 3. Cancel each other out. Let's do the bottom one as well. So we're going to say divide, multiplied by 3 and multiplied by 3. So this multiple and this divisor cancel each other out. We have x on one side of the equation. And 7 times 3, x equals 21. 21. Well, let's try that one out for size as well. If I had 21 instead of x divided by 3, I get 7. And it does prove itself to be correct, because 3 times 7 is 21. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Alright, so there we go. That's how we do that. Now, you're going to do the next one on your own. We're going to do y divided by 7 equals 8. Y divided by 7 equals 8. Go ahead and do this on your own. Okay, y divided by 7 equals 8. Well, if I have a divisor of 7, I'm going to do the inverse operation. I'm going to do the opposite operation so I can isolate my variable, leave my variable alone on one side. So the opposite of division is multiplication. We're going to multiply this by 7. And we're going to multiply the right side by 7. Well, a numerator of 7 and a denominator of 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1, so they cancel each other out. I've got y on one side of the equation. And 8 times 7 is what? Well, we can count by 8s, we can count by 7. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56. And is that 8? That is 8 groups of 7. We have 56. 56. Y equals 56. Alright. 56 divided by 7 equals 8. And is that true? Instead of y, we put in 56. 56 divided by 7 equals 8. And it is true. We've proven ourselves correct. Let's do f divided by 6 equals 2.5. F divided by 6 equals 2.5. Write this down on your paper and press pause and solve it on your own. And we're back. F divided by 6 equals 2.5. How do you solve this? Okay, good. We do the inverse operation. If we're dividing by 6 on the left side, then we're going to multiply F divided by 6 times 6, which a multiple of 6 and a divisor of 6 cancel each other out. Whatever we do to the left side of the equation, we're doing the same thing to the right side of the equation, multiplying 2.5 by 6. So we get F equals, well, 2 times 6 is 12, and a half times 6 is 3, we get 15, or we can just do it by stacking it up. 2.5 times 6, I get 30, and I get 12 plus 3 is 15, and I move my decimal back one place because I have one place there. F equals 15. And again, we can check our work. So 15 divided by 6, I'm going to do 15 divided by 6. 6 goes into 15. 2 times 6 is 12. And we bring down the 3. I put in a decimal, bring down the 0. 6 goes into 30 5 times, and I've got 2.5 as my answer. At 15 divided by 6 equals 2.5. That's it for today. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. You got a quiz tomorrow, and then you are done for the week. Be respectful, be responsible, and safe, and have a wonderful weekend.